to rank updates, rivalry relay.
At a racecourse in regional Victoria, children were filmed in gambling branding.
Is it responsible for Bet365, one of your members, to be dressing children up in their branding to market gambling as part of a promotion?
I am not going to shy away from the fact that you've presented me with pictures of children wearing gambling products. I think that is something that I can absolutely take away and raise with my members and address moving forward.
Screenshots of the now removed video were tabled in today's Senate committee hearing, triggering fresh ire from some of the industry's fiercest critics.
There's just a total obfuscation of any responsibility at all, and you can see why Peter Murphy called you a predatory industry.
Your industry only gets to survive based on the social licence that you have, and you're on very thin ice.
A snap two-day Senate inquiry into the government's gambling legislation has been dominated by stories from victims and their advocates.
He was put up, he was given escorts, he was asked what drugs you like.
Now your VIP manager would offer you, go, hey mate, what drugs do you want? Do you want a couple of bags for this weekend?
Extraordinary claims the gambling companies have denied.
We have zero evidence of the allegations made by Reverend Costello yesterday.
We take our responsibilities to compliance seriously. Any evidence of this illegal activity should be referred to the relevant authorities.
Responses that drew little sympathy from the senators, who pressed the gambling companies on how they push customers to keep punting.
What's a tailored offer?
So, types of promotions and products and offers that customers would like.
Like a drug dealer says, what drugs do you want? Is it Coke today? Is it this? Is it that?
I don't accept that characterisation, Senator.
The hearings have demonstrated that crossbenchers are not the only critics of the government's reforms.
These are very important questions, and as Senator Hanson-Young has said, this legislation is a dog's breakfast.
There is a need for a statutory duty of care on these betting companies to make sure they are not taking advantage of vulnerable people.
There's no question there's deep frustration inside the government over the latest revelations.
Well, certainly the evidence that was given tells an appalling story. That's really clear. And, I found that evidence quite shocking.
Sources have told 730 the government is willing to make some adjustments to its legislation, possibly expanding ad bans on either side of live sport broadcasts and perhaps even further limiting inducements. But this week's evidence has also raised questions about whether companies should require users to opt in to online advertising.
How many accounts have opted out of getting gambling advertising?
So gambling advertising, it's close to 120 to 130,000.
120 to 130,000 out of 14 to 15 million accounts.
Yes, of which some of those accounts are dormant.
Are we going to have to opt out of 40, 50, 60 different websites?
Indeed, the government's bill would loosen restrictions for streaming services or broadcast video on demand by allowing ads to be shown during live sport before the 8:30 p.m. watershed. Currently, that's not permitted.
We certainly did not seek a different treatment on our BVOD services in this bill than in the current situation.
So just to be clear, what is in this legislation is weaker than the status quo when it comes to BVODs.
The Prime Minister, who is on leave, has not weighed into this week's Senate hearings. But in the final question time before the winter break, he did suggest the bill could be withdrawn.
This is good reform. This is a major step forward, and the Parliament should vote for it. If they don't, then you do have the option of the status quo.